Just
One
here.
outside baby mama and maybe a drug addiction. No, I'm just kidding. I already had a drug addiction. No, at least one more outside baby mama, and then we can start from
Man,
there.
I'm trying to get y'all don't know the game clearly. I'm trying to get listeners. You know what I mean?
Dude, I know the
You
game.
I
can't
thought
just
you was
be
about to
like,
say you trying to get Lizzo, and I was about to fall out my chair.
man.
Hey, I know the game, and the game ain't. You don't supposed to play it this way.
Yes, no, you don't get listeners by just being nice and boring. You know what I mean? That's you
Right.
got to have beefs and drama and heat and fire.
Hey.
But regardless of all of that, let's get to Joe.
Okay,
Let's get to Joe.
Yes,
Joe,
please, that's what we got on here. I mean, dang,
heat and fire sauce. Yes.
dang, let's get. He trying to promote his stuff, man. And
He don't want to hear about my Jufro.
No.
So
you shouldn't even wear that shirt. I mean, you should have wrote something else.
I'm about to flip it inside out.
We done already pivoted to the wrong shit.
I think it's funny because there's so much worse stuff I can be saying.
Really, to focus on comedy is a whole different level because you're having to focus on taking a person's concentration away from their own bullshit and focusing on their own. Problem is, I hadn't figured out my bullshit just yet.
You have to relate. It's all about relating. You know what I
exactly.
mean? You know.
There's some things that, yeah, it may have been easier to try to, pump through and, try to work the mics and so on and so forth. But
Right.
I like I said, I didn't have that confidence of being able to take what I should be able to talk about and relay it to the people that they would actually feel comfortable with it. So after a few years of divorce, child support proceedings, a couple of stints in jail, raising kids, getting them out of the house, which is great.
Right.
A couple of, I have now a treadmill of shit that I can talk about and just spew out on a regular basis. And, I've kind of got a bit more scars on me than I had back then. And that too makes it a lot more tougher when you're more calloused in just living life. You know what I'm saying? And now, this is, it's a hobby that blew up and I'm glad it blew up.
That
I
same
hope it keeps blowing.
And it's one of those things where it's it's like a drug. It's like a bad drug. You're like, I'm done, I'm out, and then somebody will mess around and be like, hey, I need a host, I need somebody for something, and you jump back on stage. You're like, oh, I'm all the way back.
I done drugs. I don't know why people say comedy is like a drug. It's not like a drug. Maybe some good pussy,
but
not like just good pussy. Absolutely, but drugs that have me up at 4:30 in the morning, wondering where I'm gonna get the next hit from. And praying to God it don't involve me sucking a dick.
Good pussy ain't put you in those situations because it has me. I'm just saying.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. Good pussy to have me like bailing a nigga out of jail and shit like that from time to time,
Right.
But
paying for some kids back to school.
I don't know
clothes.
how that was supposed to work for me to get some pussy from, and bailing a nigga out of jail. But again,
Right.
I ain't always been smart.
But you got to think about all the stuff that you've talked about, that we've talked about on this show today. It's kind of like your journey, though. I mean, think about this. You wouldn't be where you are today if you didn't go through all that, or even have like the subject matter. It's all about the subject matter as well. You're like back to relating.
Well, and that's and being a comic, you get to that point, man, where you see younger comics and you're like, you're gonna be funny in 10 years,
right?
Or you some guys you're just like, man, you're gonna have to learn a lot the hard way. You're gonna have to. That's the one thing that I think blues music, well, all music really on some level, but definitely comedy is all about pain, man. You know what I mean? We laugh because we're hurting, man. It's like we laugh because shit sucks and we need to go to a dark place and we need somebody to make fun of this shit that all kind of sucks. We need, and that's actually what brings us together. That's why I hate the movement of you can't say this and you can't say that and you're bad if you do this and you're bad. That started happening around 10 years ago and I was tripping, and I don't think everything should be able to be said. But come on, man, there are, you know what I mean? And then a lot of it is how you say shit. Just like Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, I don't think he hates anyone. I know he doesn't hate transgender people. He's got good transgender friends that he talked about on stage in his act. But he's called transphobic, right? And I think that's crazy because he made a joke. And that's, I just think that's too far. I think that you should look at the person, look at the joke. I mean, I should be able to say whatever I want about myself. And if you know me, you know what's a joke and what's not, right?
But the thing is, a lot of people, and this society has gotten sensitive. I mean, think about
Yeah,
everybody
fuck
that's getting critiqued. I mean, even songs are getting critiqued today.
Well, and that's
I mean, think about it.
The pendulum is swinging
nobody
back
nobody got a pass. No one.
Hold on. Now, y'all, you both have seen me headline. Y'all have seen me act a damn fool.
I was waiting for you to jump in and be like, man, I say what I like.
I mean, we had fun watching you.
Which reminds me, I got to ask you a question about that, but give me a second. But go ahead. Go ahead.
A couple of months ago, they had the Juvenile, whatchamacallit, the NPR Tiny Desk.
Yeah, the Juvenile. Yeah, I saw that.
I loved it. I thought it was the dopest shit that I'd seen in years, but I was sitting there listening to them old lyrics, and I'm like, damn, we got away with a lot. You know, because I was like, was we really standing in the club with other young ladies talking to them like that, and they were singing along with us? Oh.
It's worse now. It's worse now. Okay.
Some of it, but I don't know.
It's not the,
Dude,
it's not the same.
But look, no. It's the worst.
It's not the same.
No.
It's worse. It's worse. No, now.
It may
you
be worse,
just don't know because you're old.
You're not
listening. They don't let you hear it.
I don't care what nobody say.
You stupid.
It's not the same. You can't say what you want to say. I don't care what this fool is talking about.
No.
He can wish
in our era, you can't.
But you can't.
Rappers can. Rappers definitely can.
Well,
rappers can.
But they promote violence though. A lot of it is they want them to do it. They want them to be.
You have a little white girl. Her name is Big Clit with a K, and her hit song is "You Lying on Your Dick N-Word," and she's a little white girl screaming that. Okay, you couldn't do that back in the '90s. Yeah, and it's the number 2 most downloaded song on Spotify, and it's the number 2 most downloaded song on Spotify.
Hold on.
Okay, so fight me, but don't fight. You can't fight facts.
Hold on, it's facts, but
hey, I'm gonna need them to show me.
Shock value hit different than art.
I agree. You know all about that. That's your skill set.
You sell a pair of titties for 99 cents, but you sell them on the Lisa for $1 million.
Yeah.
That Juvenile, the way that shit used to hit now. Oh God.
Give me an example. Okay, so give me an example.
Okay, I just hold on. Let me just break a prime example.
Me too, but Juvenile wasn't that bad.
He did,
especially compared to like Brother Lynch. You remember Brother Lynch song?
No, I ain't saying it.
Do you know anything about Brother Lynch?
No, I ain't saying it was bad. It just hit different. That's
right,
all.
Okay.
It hit different.
And you felt like
I'm 43, and I was like, damn, I was filthy back then.
Well, and that's the thing. But dudes 23 right now are filthy too, though. Dudes 23 right now, think about what you thought about at 23.
Yeah, but they too busy trying to get their dick from their zipper hole with them tight ass pants on and shit.
A question.
I mean,
I don't want to break into it. Okay.
It's a softer generation.
Let's go back to his. Let's go back to his little
generation.
Girl. You know, the little girl. You know, she's a one-hit wonder, right? So she only said it once. So we're talking about artists.
This is actually the second song.
Artists
this is her second song in the top 10. That's her second song in the top 10. So just so you know. So
I bet you the third one she gonna be gone.
Like I mean, don't get me.
Well, it's not like Juvenile's still the popping the charts right now either.
But
he was there. Be calmed down.
But he was there.
Okay, so by that point, Natalie. What about? Yeah, and we could bring back Natalie Imbruglia singing the Torn song. Same thing. She's not rocking the charts. See, but it's But my point is made.
Your point is not made.
Faith, I'm already
no.
This is how I feel. You know the song. You just try to be hard and say you don't know the song, but you know the song.
No, it just shit. I probably know it if you play it in the elevator.
We have veered way off.
Way off.
I don't know what the hell we talking about.
I don't either. We're trying to talk to you about your show.
Man, I'm trying to talk to you about your inspirations as a comedian. You know what got you started? Some of those early.
Oh God.
You know those fun early experiences that we all have, man. Weird road gigs and yeah, man. You know how it is.
This shit starts with my grandfather. Because hanging out with him and he was on Omega Sci-Fi. And if you have ever hung out with Omega, you know how much a good time it is.
My dad was Omega.
I would hang out with 20 of them niggas. So it was just non-stop ignorance for like 4 to 6 hours when we were all together. And so a lot of my build-up, a lot of my character kind of came from being around him. My mom, she was also a kind of, I don't want to say outlandish person, but, you know, she had her moments, you know, where she, you know, time went on and be the life of the party. So, and my grandparents, they were always them people in Louisiana. They used to run Mardi Gras floats. They they had Omega Ball parties every Christmas that they were sponsoring and shit. So,
Right.
we was always live and up there in front of everything. So, for me to kind of do comedy, I kind of bring that on stage. I bring that energy of just however long I'm up there just to be able to be absolute stupid for a few minutes and then hopefully get a point across. But in all, have a good time and let everybody go home happy.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That's fair.
How long all in you been doing it for?
So I say, I'm gonna call it 6 years because, like I said, I came back in 2017, and then that's where the really where I kept going. The pandemic kind of slowed things down drastically because I was in Houston for like 3 months and they weren't doing shit out there the whole time I was
Nobody
there.
can get out. I know.
Yeah, so it was a little messy, but as
people were dying. So
well, that hell, my mama died from COVID white bullshit.
That's what I'm saying.
She died December 26, 2020. So
wow,
that's
tough.
It was not. It was definitely a different situation than I thought I'd be dealing with. Because to talk to her the Saturday before she passed, she was fine.
Right.
She was she was bubbly. She was talking shit. My aunt had just died, so she was a little too damn chipper for my taste, if we're going to be totally honest about the conversation. Yes, Michael, one of them conversations. I know you just over there like, are you fucking... Yes, sir, yes.
No, man, every time I try to say something funny, he's like, shh, no. And I'm like, man, I hang out with a comedian. This is a comedian conversation. Enjoy it, Mike.
I'm just trying to protect myself.
Just enjoy it.
That's it.
Then put on a cup and a helmet. It's time to go.
I need a cross in this mug. That's what I need.
A cross and a cup and a helmet. It's time to go. Life is hard.
I'm just saying. I need a cross or something because he's trying to get me hurt. I'm not trying to be hurt.
Okay, man. One thing I want to say for somebody that's never seen you live, definitely, man. One of my favorite things, and this is shitty to compare comedians to other comedians. I understand that, but to me, the one thing I love is like, okay, so my favorite, Wu-Tang member is Ghostface Killer, right? I love Ghostface because what I hear, the old school shit, I hear in him. I listen to a lot of, Don't Sweat the Technique. You know what I mean? He listened to a lot of that old stuff, and that's what makes him who he is. And not that you have the same style, because you don't necessarily at all, but I would have to say you remind me more of any comedian that I've ever seen of Eddie Murphy, right? And that's no disrespect. What I mean by that is when Eddie came on stage, he just didn't give a fuck. And not in a way where... Because, like, I do this, right? I'll tell you, as a comedian, a lot of what I do is based on the audience response to my joke, right? None of what you do is based on the audience response to a damn thing, right? You give 2 fucks and then a little bit less, right? But not in a bad way. In a way of, what you've been doing. You've been doing it long enough. And, of course, if you learn from Vel, you learn, One thing I remember him telling me one time after I bombed, because I was, in a bombing phase, he pulled me, he's like, you can't give a fuck what these motherfuckers think. If you know you're funny, you go out there and be funny, So I'll never forget that. But you remind me of Eddie in that way. You'll get out there, you'll say offensive shit, you'll laugh with the crowd, you'll win them over when normally they wouldn't, laugh, at that stuff. That's what Eddie did. Eddie had people laughing at shit that you're not supposed to laugh at. And you're one of the few people I've seen be able to do that. I've seen people be clean and bring a dirtier crowd in. I've seen them be more, professional and bring a wild crowd in. Seldom have I seen somebody be more wild and bring a more conservative crowd in. And I'll say this, my mama was there and loved your stuff. And she was like, he was pretty dirty, but I enjoyed him. You know what I mean? And that's how you know you got him. That's how you know you got something. So for people that haven't seen Joe, check that out. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it goes back to those moments in life where even if I was able to control the situation, just, even just for the effect of a joke, I didn't, give a shit. There's one story I've been working on right now about my daughter. When she was about 14 or 15, teenagers, they were, she had her own little world going on and stuff. And we were in the car and we were going between here and Texas, and we got to a dead spot. You couldn't get radio stations, and my phone wasn't working, so I couldn't get no music playing. And so we was checking AM radio, couldn't get anything. We checked FM radio, couldn't get nothing. She said, "What about PM radio?"
Fair. That's valid.
I was like, "What?" She said, "Yeah, ain't it AM, FM, PM?" And boy, if I swear to God, I thought them police was going to pull us out of a ditch. Because, man, I didn't get mad. I was trying to keep from pissing myself in front of others.
That's stupid, man.
But all real. That's not, and that's how my material works. Sometimes because what later on down the road, the joke now is her husband calls me pissed off because I played it along with that story. Like, yes, the PM radio is just right now we didn't pay the monthly subscription, so it don't work.
There you go.
That's what I told her in the car. The joke now is her husband called me a couple of weeks and talking about, will you tell this fool that there's no damn PM radio stations on the radio? Why the fuck would you tell her some shit like that when she was 14? That is horrible parenting. I was like, no, that's good comedy, motherfucker. I don't know what you're talking about. That shit was hilarious.
It's comedy.
That's it. So, yeah, a lot of this shit was materialized strictly out of real life and me being an asshole. That helped a lot,
So that helps a little bit to be a comedian,
Look, the book is called Bad Parenting's Guide to Raising Good Kids. Whenever I get the right strain of weed, I will finish it.
Yes. Man, I'm going to go on that journey with you, bro. I'm going to help you. I'm a ghostwriter, so I can help you there.
Shit.
Legit credits. So,
yes, I'm telling you.
But I'm writing a book of inspirational quotes. And it's, basically, I got this great book called Things to Do Instead of Killing Yourself. And I think I want to call this Quotes to Read Instead of Killing Yourself. So, like a companion book. So,
There you go.
I got ones in there like, if hopes and dreams were plans and schemes, we'd all be Donald Trump. Right?
I got one for you.
All right.
If you ever want the key to quit smoking cigarettes, go in the bathroom, stare in the mirror, look deep into your soul, find your spirit until you're able to captivate yourself. You see nothing but the tunnel of yourself and what you are experiencing. And simply say these words: stop being a little bitch. And you'll save $10.
Nice.
That's it. That's it.
That's pretty good.
We're going to cut that. I'm going to cut that.
Cigarettes 18 months ago. I shit you not. Me and my wife, and she hated the little bitch thing, so she was like, "You don't be calling me a bitch, motherfucker." So she got like some nicotine patches, and that helped her. But me, I did I did what I had to do.
To stay alive in your house.
No,
you did.
Newport's was $10.50 a pack. Fuck that shit. No.
They trying to stop people from smoking.
They get a good job over here because I'm a cheap son of a bitch. No. They ain't had that like $1.50 coupon that they used to put on, the little $2 coupon.
They don't do that no more either.
They don't do. I ain't got a mail in about 3 years from they punk ass. I'm over it.
It's not them. It's not the tobacco industry. It's the government.
I can fuck 2 less now. I got weed. We good.
Yeah. Man, I worry about the vape sticks, man. That's the only thing. You're getting old when you're like, I'm more worried about my vape sticks, being rough on my lungs, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
It's a 2-gram cart.
And that is sexy.
That's $25. This cat make them out of there in Tulsa. And this motherfucker lasts for about a good 2 months, unless you me, and it's probably got about 3-4 days left of life. Because I be beating the hell out of this thing.
Yeah.
It ought to put a restraining order on me. It's absurd.
I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? So, I got this, go ahead.
That's between you, Jesus, and your bullshit. You leave me out of that. I'm not in that.
I got this, I'm messing with this. This is a little over the counter. You know what I mean? It's called like THCO or something. It's supposed to be a little more mellow. So, I don't know, man.
THC. Oh,
Yeah, you can look it up. I guess it's like a milder version. It's like a. It's
is
not
that like
actual
the discount
THC.
cereal of a
Yeah,
weed?
it's the Dollar Tree version of weed. It's not
That
real.
that that's what not it's not Captain Crunch. It's like Colonel
Crunch,
Crispy or some
exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
You know, you know when you go to Walmart and you buy the pack of WYNGS wangs and it says contains no chicken meat? It's the same shit. THCO contains no weed. You know,
No.
it's the same shit. I don't know what's in there,
Oh my god!
but it has a similar vibe. You know?
I can't do it. I no, I can't do that weed.
Oh,
I go back
man.
to smoke a cigarette.
Fuck that! If you gonna smoke weed, you need to smoke it. You're not supposed to get. That's just like O'Doul's. Why would I drink an O'Doul?
Wait, no. What was that stupid shit that people used smoking potpourri back in the day? Was K2.
Spice?
That,
Oh,
yeah.
K2, yeah. It was awful. That shit was awful. That was
All
awful.
that shit did was make my nose hairs fall out for a couple of days and give me the horriblest of headaches I'd ever had in my life. That was about
You was smoking chemicals. That's
Yeah, it
why.
was so rough.
I thought I had cancer for a second. That shit, it was horrible.
I remember I smoked it like once, and I was like, I never smoked anything that gave me an instant headache, you know, because I hadn't tried crack yet. But
I'm sitting here in the house with this shit. Like, is this supposed to be making me feel nothing and something at the same damn time? That shit was horrible. That, and then this a partner of mine, he was growing some shit in his backyard called salvia. He was trying to get me to try that shit. I was like, look, I will be going to Houston in a couple of weeks, and we'll bring back plenty of weed, and everybody will be happy. Because see, back this was before, you know,
Weed was in the system.
prohibition. You know, I was a strong advocate during
Sure.
prohibition because mainly because I needed weed.
money. I'm sorry.
No, I needed weed. If I didn't make no money at it, I wouldn't be here with you, fine gentlemen. Yeah, no,
Right.
No, I was talking about myself. I was talking about myself, man. I do.
No, I was just trying to, you know, get high. And if some people wanted something too, well, when in Rome, you know, I'm not selfish.
One could imagine a poor kid, no father, growing up in the hood, who figured out that QPs are the quickest and easiest and most profitable way to move. Right. And when you're supplying QPs, you're about 2 levels above the basic dime bag level guy. And so the people that depend on you legit depend on you, and it's a little safer too, from what I've heard. I have no idea. Allegedly, back in the day. So QPs, and really QPs, and where you get the QPs from? The Mexicans. You know what I mean? In Oklahoma, you got to get that stuff from the Latino brothers. That's who had it.
I went back to my hometown and got me some fine pine product grown by some good old-fashioned Chinese people in illegal houses in 3rd Ward.
How long ago was that, though? But how long? What year was this, though?
Weed was good. This was from 2005 or 2006 when I first got here to the day I was able to get my weed.
Okay, I'm talking like 90s when I was in my teens. So I'm talking 90s when it was a bit, way harder to.
You gotta remember, I smoked a little weed in the 90s, but I was still trying to like get out of high school and get away from my parents and shit. You know what I'm saying? So because they were smoking weed and didn't want to share the rat basket. So
fair. That's
I was pissed off when the first time I smoked weed and realized that was the shit that was coming out of their room the whole time. I'm like, you ugly motherfuckers! Why? Just share.
I thought that was the smell of mom and dad sex.
I didn't know. Oh God, I'd rather shoot myself in the toe socket than go through that tragedy.
Wow.
That sounds unattractive. That don't even sound invigorating. Which was weird because they always played music during sex. That's the way my dad, living with my father. Which, by the way, brings me back to that other joke. I know everybody has that little comment about, I didn't have my dad in my life as a child. I had my dad as a child, and trust me, it's not all of this cracked up to be kids. Fuck them niggas. If they ain't there, don't let them be there. If your mama fucking a nice dude that worked down at the sandwich shop and shit, and he'd take you out to do shit, have fun with that nigga, have a good time. Don't be worrying about the bitch nigga that don't want to be there. Because I assure you, You probably don't want the nigga there any motherfucking way. Let's just be. I'm just serious.
And
The niggas ain't always as cracked up as they should be. The bastard that I had. My mama actually had a nigga that wanted to adopt me, and I was like, bitch, you tell me this now? Why? This nigga had money. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, kids never think, what am I bringing to the table? You know what I mean? Am I going to be an NFL star? Am I going to be hilarious? How good can I sing? Can I even play an instrument? And you know, eventually get my dad tickets to a good show when we come through town. Like, what is the kid offering? You know, you're not mine.
I saw my dad struggle to get up off of the floor when he was drunk one day, and I realized that there was a good chance our gene pool would not be adequate. Okay, I don't have. There's not many. How many Moffett athletes have you fucking seen? Let's be honest here.
Fair.
I mean, for real, it's 2023. I'm 43. I think there might be one. No, because he white.
That's still. I mean,
it could be your line.
You're pretty light.
I haven't.
It could be your line,
but I don't really want to. So
There's got to be.
I don't need no new niggas. I'm good. Y'all are just fine.
we barely do, you know. So
exactly.
Okay,
man.
man. So
new niggas in my life. Fuck that shit.
Being a comedian, man, I can kind of just ask you silly questions, get your opinion on them because I know you'll do good. First one was aliens. Everybody's talking about aliens right now, right? That's the big talk. Is that the U.S. government is on some alien shit? What do you think about aliens, man?
All I'm going to say is this. Anybody that's dumb enough to believe that we are the only people in this universe is also dumb enough to believe that motherfucker not going to jail.
Motherfucker not going to jail. Oh, that motherfucker. Fair enough. Oh, he's going to jail, man, because they got him hemmed up on some bullshit. I mean, it's a junta, look,
Nigga,
we won't get into that.
Hold on. They done said Rico. No.
Rico.
Yeah, with his attorney.
Have you been to jail before?
Yeah.
Rico's usually
with the nigga that's supposed to get you out of the shit.
I knew this was going to be the response.
Somebody gonna talk though. Somebody gonna talk.
Y'all remember God?
Talk about what?
God? Yeah, hold on. Y'all remember
somebody gonna
when
talk.
I'm talking about God? God ain't never been in jail.
Listen to me. Somebody gonna talk out of that. What, they got 15 of them?
Well, actually, if God lives in all of us, hasn't God been to jail?
19?
No. You forgot my set when I was.
Somebody gonna get a deal.
God. My attorney. Yeah.
Right. No, yeah, no.
I call God because he always get me home. My prayers.
What bothers me is people scream what's been told over and over, and then like literally, I've had to because of other work I do at other places. I've had to study this in depth, so I know a little bit more about it, and it's actually a little scary because what people don't understand is they're so consumed. And so programmed. Let me finish. I let you finish. I let you finish.
It's your show, man.
I'll mute you. I'll mute you.
No,
I'll mute you.
God damn it.
Don't
This
make me
my
mute
show.
you.
Well, oh no, you can make your points after I go. That was just one joke. This wasn't the time.
See, the problem is. I don't know how to unmute you.
See, now you done messed up. Oh no. Now you done. Oh man.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna unmute you. Oh, there it is. I got you.
I know. I got me.
You got you, man. Don't worry about it.
No. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about it is that I've had to study is that what sucks about it, man, is that if this happens, they'll be able to do it to anyone, and that's what scares me. Is that throughout history, here's what scares me. Can I finish?
No,
see,
Mr. White Man, you can't. You
okay,
know why?
Because I'm white, I can't finish.
Just catching on to what
go back to that
been knowing for 25,000 fucking years. They can get your motherfucking ass on anything.
Okay, well
this ain't nothing new.
You act like I don't know that. You act like I don't know that. I'm aware.
Did you not just?
I'm aware, but how many times has this been done to a president before?
None.
When Obama drone bombed and killed American citizens overseas, did he go to trial? Did he go to trial for that? When Obama did his shit, when George Bush started illegal wars, did he go to trial? We don't put presidents on trial for these things a lot of the time because what will happen is half the country is going to fight half the country, and what's happening now is going to happen because we don't join together. They know they've got us programmed to hate each other and not talk about this shit and any normal thing. So this is what happens. But I've had to look into this. Shout out Hotep Jesus, by the way, for dropping a lot of knowledge and opinion on this. So I've actually talked to him a little bit about this as well. But the most frustrating part about it is that what they're doing now is something new that we've never seen in court before, that we have seen in other places, and that is charging the attorneys for giving the legal advice. And that's what concerns me, because what happens is they can say that anytime the RICO charges in New York and the RICO charges in Chicago did not involve the legal representation. This is the first time it's happened like that. So that's the concern.
They're trying to get them to talk. That's the reason why.
Right. No, I understand. But the thing is, by the Constitution, you have legal representation and a right to it that is basically not anything that has to go on in court. It's attorney-client privilege. What I'm saying is I'm concerned when they take that shit.
Michael. Calm down.
No, I'm just trying to...
Hold on.
You breathe. You were screaming.
No.
Oh,
no, but hear me. Breathe. You telling a black man about criminal activity, how the federal government can treat you in the United States of America.
Well, I agree. I also have studied law. No. I'm not saying you won't get fucked over. I'm saying this is the first time this has happened. Welcome. My uncle did.
I'm just saying though. Whoa. I know.
I understand what I'm saying. Let me ask you a question.
I know.
When have they done this before? Okay, so when have they done this before?
No, stop. That's not why we're here. This is you asked for a celebration. We here to celebrate.
No, we're not.
Let's celebrate.
I'm not here. I'm here to have a conversation. And you brought it up, and I didn't bring it up.
I brought a joke. I told a joke.
No, I know. And then I said one thing, and then I started getting yelled at.
I know, because you got in trouble with the other joke, and then we were told another joke. That's why I was saying.
I'm glad I put together this podcast.
I know.
That's why I did this podcast, so I can't get fired.
I see.
But what I'm saying is, unlike a lot of times in the past, or ever in history before. Now, am I saying this guy is good? Am I saying I like this guy? No, not at all. What I'm saying is this is a new precedent that has not happened before in America. That is a very dangerous and new precedent. For presidents, not for regular folk. Because you want to know the truth? They do what they've been doing to us, whatever the fuck they want to do to us forever. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. They'll come, they kicked my own mama out of the house. If you're poor and you have no connections, they will do whatever they want to do to you, whenever they want to do it, however they want to do it. I do not disagree. I won't fight you on that. But if you have power, if you have connections, or if you're supposedly some kind of leader of the people, then it's a different thing. Also, I don't know too many poor people even who their attorney has gone to jail for giving them legal advice, or has even been charged. I've never seen that before. That's what, as somebody who's studied the law, that's what concerns me.
Let's back up.
As somebody who writes about this stuff and gets paid to, that's what concerns me.
Let's back up. Okay, let's talk about all the remarks that he made before all this even started. He said that, what did he say? He said that he can change parties, and the people that he changed to are so stupid that
Did you leave, Joe? Did Joe leave us?
No, my battery went going out.
Joe said, fuck you.
But I'm just saying, it's all these boasting remarks that nobody can touch him. That's the reason why they're trying to touch him. When somebody feel like they untouchable, guess what?
Okay, so
they gonna get touched.
But when you break the law and you act like a junta and you do what they do in third world countries to attack political opponents, just like they're doing now, and let's not forget, the guy he's competing against has no less of his fair share of illegal, suspicious shit to look into as well. However, the situation is, and remember, the other guy is the guy who said, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. And that's okay, he gets away with that. And that's okay because supposedly that's the side that really cares. So, but the point is is that neither side cares. But however, the point there is simply that, so he said some shit and they're trying to touch him. That's fine. What I'm worried about is the fact that I have never, ever, ever before in the history, and I've tried to really look into this in the past couple of days, and I was up very late studying this. I've never seen where attorneys were charged just on conspiracy. Like, if you're my attorney and yeah, we commit a crime together, or I'm holding, illegal evidence and I'm not, planning on turning it in, or I'm in on the crime, that's one thing. If it's conspiracy, meaning you gave me advice and I took that advice, you gave me legal, lawful advice and I took that legal, lawful advice, and because of that now, that attorney is being charged, that's what's called the collapse of the system, and that turns us into a junta. Right? And that's something that I've really tried to study precedent on this, and I don't see it anywhere. And I'm talking in any case.
Hey, motherfucker, step out of it.
I'm allowed to rant. That's why I got a podcast.
Now you done bought my ass on this damn podcast. You gonna make a point of what?
That was my point.
Nobody cares.
That's why I'm concerned.
I'm gonna say it again one last time. You just took 5 minutes to explain a bunch of bullshit to a black man in America about crime.
Okay.
Shut up. You are wasting your fucking time.
Are you this mean? Like,
no,
I'm asking you a question.
Go to that pen over there.
Hear me.
Right there where you pinned it. Right there.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying.
Boo. So here's my question to you on that. So here's my question to you on that.
Oh no, I'm not answering no questions on that.
Were you scared?
That's not my topic. Of what?
Answer the question.
Okay. Last time I answered a question like this, I made a motherfucker rethink their whole way of life. So go ahead.
I'm not scared. I deal with this stuff every day. So literally, literally. So this is the rings I play in. So my question to you is this, right? Which is a bigger question, and it's because I respect the way you look at things. I want to know: do you think that overall, America, as a country and where we are now, as overall, just as it is, do you think that we are headed for some kind of collapse or breakdown in the way things run? Yes or no?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking slaves, my guy. How the hell can you have a revolution while you got motherfuckers still got to go to work to pay bills? How you gonna have a revolution while you got people that still got to pay taxes and got to take care of their children and go to work and to have insurance, to keep their houses lit, to keep their gases lit? This ain't 1874. Ain't got nobody got time for that.
I don't think revolution. I think breakdown as far as like the way the roads are working, the way the trains are going off track, the way that gas keeps going up, the way that they keep pushing the Fed. They keep kicking the Fed can down the road.
As long as you got taxpayers, you're going to have taxable things to pay for roads, to pay for this, to pay for that. That's what taxpayers do.
Okay.
And taxpayers, hear me closely, and we only got a short time.
Right.
Because I'm not getting into this tonight. The evolution of slavery happened the day the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. The problem is, with the evolution of slavery,
Wait. I just want to make sure I heard you right, because I want to make sure I heard you right.
Slavery.
Yeah, please say that again.
Look it up. Evolution of slavery. Slavery never ended. It evolved.
Yes. They started putting slaves in jail.
That you tonight. Mm-hmm. Now, no.
That's amazing. No.
The slavery didn't involve with that, my brother. The slavery involved in people who actually believe bullshit is life. And the problem is, when you have life and bullshit confused, you make a bigger fool out of you than you ever fool out of anybody else. Okay? Y'all really need to start researching that shit, because if you think this shit is free,
oh, nothing is free.
Not everything costs. And if your ass ain't paying the right due, Mr. Hall.
No, I agree. I absolutely agree. Social Security number, it's that simple. The fact that they assign you a number and you can't move throughout society freely without it. It's that simple.
You at hell
at
no.
Birth.
That's just a tracking. That's a tracking device. That's how the tax collector collects the tax. That ain't got that's a part of the train.
Well, they don't allow you to move through society.
No. Homeless people do it. If you don't give a fuck, you can do whatever you want.
I said move freely through society, not live in the black market in the underground, which
No, how are you homeless underground? Everybody see you. You unless you live in a ditch. How you underground? I see homeless people. I see homeless people with bitches on the street while I got homeboys can't get no pussy to save their life. This is the world we live in, my friend.
I agree. I don't disagree with you.
But again, hear me with your heart, not your ears. Slavery never ended. It evolved. Now, I have to go to bed, and I do
too.
Enjoy this lovely conversation with two fine individuals.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I will catch up with y'all on the flip side.
Are you mad? Are you mad?
No, I got to go to bed for real, nigga. I only got 10% left on my phone.
All right, man. Well, I wanted to ask you a couple quick things so you can promote, get your stuff out there. Why you trying to leave me?
No, because I know you want to get. I know you want to get into that, and baby, I ain't got time.
That was mind blowing.
That's a 3-hour conversation that I ain't ready to get into. Sorry. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm charging you motherfuckers to hear that shit. That's the Netflix. That's the Netflix special.
I'm gonna tell people. He's saying stuff very similar to Hotep Jesus, good friend of the show. Check him out. So
I don't know who Hotep Jesus is. I'm just telling you.
I do.
Real.
I do. That's why I have this show. That's why I brought you on.
That nigga's God. I don't know who he talks to. I know who I talk to.
You should look him up. You respect him. You'd like him.
Hey man,
he's gonna be doing a lot of good things for us. I promise.
I really do appreciate
You're gonna appreciate
that
guy. Though. Okay, so a couple quick things. Where can people find you on the socials?
Facebook. Right now, I'm more on Joe Moffett, but I do have comedian Joe Moffett as my overflow page, which niggas with confidence. God bless us. And then you can find me on Twitter under the Joe Moffett Show, which will be my new podcast coming back. I'm hoping to drop an episode next weekend. It was supposed to be this weekend for my mom's birthday, but we're going to be at the Taco and Margarita Festival in Enid, Oklahoma, acting a damn fool in a wrestling ring, which I'm ready for that.
Tacos and comedy and wrestling.
Yeah, and wrestling.
That's so very Enid.
And margaritas.
And that's so Enid. And you.
Kids, we're all going to jail.
And Joe Moffett.
Yeah, it's family friendly, so I've been writing on that lovely tune.
And when is that?
It's going to be this Saturday at the Stride Bake Center.
And this Saturday is Saturday...
The 19th.
August 19th. Saturday, August 19th, y'all.
Yep, and then we will be kicking off the shows at Red starting September 14th. Those are going to start at about 8. It's going to be like, it's not just comedy open mic, even though I got about 3 or 4 comedians that are already, comedians that are already signed up. But we're going to do, if you want to do music, dance, whatever you do that doesn't include tipping, yeah, we ain't gonna bring a pole out for your ass, motherfucker. No, but this is not that kind of audition.
So they can bring their own pole, though. They can bring their own pole.
I'm telling you right now, if they do, there will be a clowning section. So,
what if she's hot though and she brings a pole?
I don't care. The way we've been living in the world, it better not be no fat bitch. And she getting clowned. I'm sorry. That's just no. That's not. And then I got to go to work in the morning too. No, so don't come out here with no bullshit.
And you're hosting the Club Red stuff.
Yes, I will be the new jester at Orange, taking over the facilities for that evening and possibly for shows when we start getting them back running. We're gonna probably start. I got to get with Dana, the owner. Shout out to him, and get all that worked out to get a date situated for us to start doing the monthly shows too.
And if I didn't piss you off too bad, things still working the way they're supposed to.
No.
You are going to be the official MC for Party Time OKC, Oklahoma City, and surrounding area gigs. We got you. I'm so excited, man, because you're just your experience, man, your ability to handle a show. It's good shit, man. So, also, man, I don't know if you're doing it on your podcast, but, man, the thing is, people lack education, bro. Like, what you taught me got my mind... What you just said got my mind spinning a little bit.
I'm not teaching shit.
No, not me. I'm saying all the world. All the world.
We're going to talk about comedy. We're going to talk about what people got going on. We're gonna get into some good shit. I did all of the preachy shit years ago. I will never do that again because
why not?
They gave me the poops. And
gave you the poops and what else?
I just don't like a daily dose of the squirts that wasn't fiber-based.
Well,
are you saying it stressed you out? People are haters or what?
It's just crazy.
And it gets to you to a point
where
it does.
It's just
like,
not.
fuck that shit.
It's not fun. It's not fun at all.
honestly, I care about the people that care about comedy. I care about the people that want to come out and see me.
Right.
But anything outside of that, that's between them and Jesus, and I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Correct.
And how's Enid, man? How's Enid doing?
It's better. It's you know, I was kind of like playing the like low man and trying to like stay a little unoccupied and shit. But now, with everything that's popping and stuff, it's a lot more to do. So I'm gonna try to take part of some more events, not just my own. So be on the lookout for all kind of crazy shit that I'm gonna be posting on stage and posting on my page, because they do all kind of different events out here and stuff. And so, you know, a few years ago I was running around here with a tutu for Valentine's Day. And I don't even talk, you know, that was for some getting to take some candy to kids and shit. So you never know.
Right.
That's awesome. Real fast, you did the Blue Whale, Oklahoma's biggest comedy festival. With I know Joe Pera was on that show. A couple of other big timers. I see that Blue Whale behind you there. How was that? Tell us a little bit about that real fast before you go. Who were you on the show with?
That was pretty dope. Oh man, I was on the show with like 15 different comedians and shit. I mean, it was live.
A fest gig.
Yeah, it was kind of like a push out, and it was treated like an open mic. But we all, you know, got a high five, and everybody that was there kind of killed it. Shout out to a couple of people, Katie Styles, Roscoe, you know, Evan Hughes. He was hosting it. You know, Evan do every damn thing.
Love some.
So you know, oh God, shit, Mayor Tulsa, man, we love him.
Absolutely, hell yeah, that's so cool, man. And we're excited to have you come down. We're excited to have you just back in the groove working again, man. I hope we didn't, you know what I mean? I hope we
didn't offend him
too late. Oh no, I don't. I know I didn't offend him.
I will smack your ass around later. We'll get into this, and don't worry about.
Oh, bro, I'm about to blow your mind, dude. You don't even know, bro. The Illuminati and stuff, bro. You don't even know. You don't even know, bro. See, you're gonna laugh, but I'm telling you, man, it's a lot about the CIA, bro. I'm telling you, they got us locked into the Matrix is real. I'll leave it at that. The Matrix is real. Boom.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Would you agree that the Matrix is real?
Thanks, man. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man.
This is what I love about comedians. You can't offend them. They respect the fight. So I love you, dog. I don't think we fought. We were just talking.
No, I love y'all too. I appreciate the opportunity. And yeah, I will make sure to have y'all on my show, and it will be absolutely bananas. All right.
Any shout outs before I go? I got you on the leave call, but any shout outs before you go? Anybody?
Henny,
Henny
B, the comedy crew, the rest of you niggas, you know I love y'all, you know, and if I don't talk about you regularly, then fuck you, nigga. I don't care.
Bye, man. Thanks.
All right, later, man.
Bye.
All right, dog. All right, later. Yo, Chocks, are you in the oh, your mic is dying real fast.
It is dying.
Here, come over here. We'll share this with you.
Hold on, let me see if my other mic works.
Check 1, 2. All right, that was that, man. We gotta send a big thank you and big shout out to Joe Moffett. Got into the stuff we wanted to get into a little bit. And, you know, that's what we talked about. Not everybody's going to agree all the time. I knew I could bring him on. We could have a healthy debate. We could talk about things in a way that was open-minded, and that's what we were looking forward to. That one looks on, brother?
It's on, but they not connected. No worries.
Anyway. What else you want to say? Who do you want to shout out to?
No one.
Don't you have your health folks and your, don't you have a couple of people that you're working with you want to shout out to, or still no?
No, not yet.
Not yet. All right, cool. Rain, want to shout out Mother Tree. We want to shout out Rain. This is going to be 3000 Southwest 89th Street in Oklahoma City. Once again, that's going to be 3000 Southwest 89th Street in Oklahoma City. We're starting at 8. We're going to at least 12. We're going to be spinning the best music. We specialize in that fun stuff. Really, it's Chucks. Chucks, tell him. I need you to, because you're the music guy.
Hey, man, I'm just going to be spinning music. It's just going to be some fun stuff. Come out, have a good time. It's a new environment. It's a new place. The people are real excited about the place. It's really nice inside. Come and enjoy it.
Heck yeah, we're excited to be there. We're excited to see you there. Thank you so much for the podcast, my brother. Did you have a good time today?
I did. It was fun.
It was fun. I thought we did a good job. Excited for the new stuff. All right, thank you so much. This is the Ptpod. I want to send a shout out to my wife. Love ya. Want to send a shout out to all those kids in those public schools doing their best. Shout out to Hotep Jesus. Thank you for your encouragement. And we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Peace. Good job, man. I know
and I knew he'd give it to me.
He gave it to me. He gave it to me, too. Oh, yeah, I was
Yeah, you can shut that one off. I just got
You gotta send it to me and edit it.